Hello there, radiant beings of love and light, health and wellness professionals who are in pain. So if your pain today, right now, is struggling with self-doubt, if you are questioning a lot of thoughts in your mind, here is a quick and easy grounding technique, actually two of them, to help you out of that problem, struggle. So number one, grounding. Anything that has you sitting on the ground or standing on the ground, even kneeling, and becoming aware of that connection of either your feet, your knees, or your seat to whatever surface you're sitting on is a grounding practice. It is simply to become aware of it, observe it. Okay, that's number one. Number two is anything that splits your legs, splits the root, right? If you are suffering from self-doubt, if you have a lot of thoughts running through your mind constantly, this means that your energy is in the air ether space. This is a quality of Vata Dosha in the Ayurvedic Doshas. So what do we need to do to get energy from up here in the air to down here in the earth or water? We need to focus on our chakras, and the chakras of root, sacral, and solar plexus or manipura. So how do we do that? Anytime you split your legs, in a split, you are drawing more energy and attention and focus to the root, to these lower chakras. So a lot of Vata people also have very tight muscles from inactivity because you tend so much towards the thinking space. It sometimes can be very hard for you to get into the body embodiment. So you may suffer from very tight muscles. You also have the weakest build. It's not an insult, it's just a fact, because Ayurveda is the science of the physical body and the energy of the physical body. So you have weaker bones, you have weaker muscles, and you have less of elasticity in them. So one of the muscles that all doshas often complain of is tight hamstrings. So this is a wonderful practice for you to do if you are Vata dosha, or really anyone who has tight hamstrings, right? If you're living with tight hamstring pain, suffer no more. Find a fancy, beautiful bungalow or just a doorway. Lie down and put one leg up the door jamb, the side of the doorway. If this is too painful, then take your other leg, push yourself back to lower the leg that is up down a little bit until you find that perfect spot, right? Maybe you nudge yourself up closer after you discover, okay, that's not the right spot. Maybe I need to be back a little bit further because it hurts a little bit more, right? When you find that perfect spot, stay here, right? You are splitting your legs technically. If you want to add on to this and also stretch the front of your hands, your quad, you can tuck this foot back behind you and also bring a pillow under that knee. If this is crazy and too much, forget about it. Just straighten the leg. Any amount that you're splitting the legs is drawing energy and attention into your root chakra, Muladhara. Now, from here, we can focus on the breath. Agni Raj breath is one of the best breath works. It's a foundational breath that I teach in all of my classes with all of my private clients. Put your hands on your low belly. Thumbs are touching right over your belly button. Pointer fingers and middle fingers are down towards your pubic bone. Take a deep breath in and let your belly flesh fill up that triangle space in between your pointer fingers and your thumbs. On your exhale, draw that low belly back. You are clenching or engaging the perineum muscle. You're doing like a Kegel, or like you're trying to stop yourself from urinating, right? Everyone has had to do that at some point in their lives. Contract everything. This also produces spinal extension. So instead of the spine being arched and the ribs sticking out, pull the ribs down, pull the abdomen up and back, so that you create a straighter spine. This will help the discs stack on top of each other. So this is also great practice for anyone suffering from low back pain. On your inhale, release that muscle. Again, it's called Mula Bandha. Release Mula Bandha and let the belly get as big as it possibly can. Push it into the palms. Your leg that is up the wall, the toes are flexed. You're pushing through the heel as if you're doing like a hiya karate chop. So we're working two things here, right? Spinal extension, breath work activation of the core, and hamstring flexion. Really powerful stuff. Keep breathing. You don't have to go at my pace. You just breathe with your natural rhythm. Inhale. Fill the belly, flesh into that space between the palms. It's like a downward pointing triangle with your hands. And then on your exhale, contract Mula Bandha, pull the belly back. Try to make it a little bit concave. Bring that pubic bone up a little bit and the ribs down. Release and inhale. Contract and exhale. Again, at your pace, not the way that I call it out. It's your breath, not mine. Release and inhale. Contract as you exhale. So try this. Switch sides, do the other leg. You can, if you're in a doorway, it's easier. You just shift over to the other side. Put the opposite leg up. Again, continue. You can time yourself so that you do this for maybe 5 minutes on each side. And if you do that every day, you will have great success with stretching out your hamstrings and connecting to grounding yourself. It's a lot to think about as well, so it can take your mind out of that airy-fairy, loosey-goosey air ether space and ground you, right? Your hip bones are grounding, your belly is grounding down, your hamstrings are stretching, your heel is, the weight of gravity is weighing down on you. So I hope you enjoy this. If you would like more specifics about your particular injury or pain point, if you would like to know what your specific Ayurvedic dosha is and what asanas, meditations, and pranayamas are most beneficial for you so that you can guarantee you're doing it right, please reach out to me, send me a DM. I will offer you a scheduled free or complimentary first consultation with me. We can talk about all the things, all the points that are taking up space in your mind, what you're doubting, what you're vacillating between constantly, and I can teach you many, many tricks and tips for how to get yourself more into your body, more in tune with your intuition, and following that inner guidance that we all have. You are infinitely resourceful. You are an incredible being with so many tools. We just need to step into action to move you forward into growing with them. If you need an accountability buddy and someone who will celebrate your wins with you and also push you to further, push is a very problematic word, inspire you to further celebrate yourself and your wins, to motivate you to move forward with all of the amazing things that you have to do. You have a very specific purpose here on this planet, and this pain that you're experiencing now is blocking you. It's standing in the way of it. Let's ease and allow for that pain to shift so that your true purpose can blossom. I'm Beth with Love It Yoga Coaching, and I love you, but you gotta love you. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you soon, beauties. Thanks a lot for watching. Jamie, thank you so much for being here. See you soon.